So I'm going to go ahead and click on check domain, and it'll probably be quick because everything with this software is quick so far anyways. But if it does happen to take some time, I'm going to go ahead and pause and, anyways, here we are. So now that you have found the products to promote through the provided sources, it's time to register the affiliate site domain. We are targeting product names that we have found through the provided sources. Now, what it does here, I'll let you know beforehand because I've done my homework, I've watched the videos and whatnot. It's going to find two types of domains. One of them is new unused domains with based on the wedding planner keyword. So those are more like EMD exact match domains. And then it's also going to find me expired domains. Now the advantage of an expired domain is that it has existing domain authority. If you find a quality expired domain that's been around for a while that has a established branded link profile, you may get a advantage ranking that website right out of the gates. But it's a little tricky because if you purchase an expired domain that is about teeth whitening and it has teeth whitening in the domain name and you're creating a site about wedding planner, that's not going to work because that domain name is already specific to a certain niche. So what you need are neutral domain names, like my website, for example, mecanto.com is a neutral domain name. You could use that for anything. It's just a branded name. It could be any brand. So let's go ahead and click next and see what Sam comes up with. As you can see, it's going through its process here. And this is what it's come up with for us. We have suggested domains for wedding planners, and we have expired domains. Now, even the expired domains, further to what I mentioned earlier, the expired domains even have planners in the name, and that's amazing. I mean, it's not just giving you any domain names that are expired. These are actually relevant to our niche. And also, if you hover over the buy button for any of these expired domains, like the, let's see, like actually the question mark, it gives us information that normally you would have to pay for. Let's see if I click on that. Okay, so basically this already has 5 backlinks to it. It would cost $17.16 if I wanted to purchase it now. I'm not quite sure if it's telling me that it's an auction with 1 day left, 1 day and 9 hours left. We may figure that out in a moment. But before I select my domain, let's take a look at these other ones. I do want to go with an expired domain. I mentioned earlier why I favor expired domains, but I wouldn't favor something like this one. There's just too many dashes in that name. It's too long. But it's another domain with 5 backlinks, as you can see. This one here looks really good, guys. aaplanners.com. Now, let me tell you why. AA planners could be used for any type of planning, whether it's wedding planners or anything else that uses planners. It's a good branded name, AA Planners. I can already picture, the logos that I could create for that. And it has, let's see, 5. So it was 15 backlinks for the second one. This one has 5 backlinks. And then we have AB Event Planners. That's not a bad one either. Okay. So what I'm going to do is check out aaplanners.com. Let's click the buy button and see where that takes us. Looks like domise.com. I don't have an account here, but that won't be a problem. Then it takes me to GoDaddy. And it looks like that has already been picked up by someone. Wow. How do you like that? Well, I told you it was a good domain name. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if this one's still available because it's not a, like I said, it's not a really good domain name. Just, yeah, just too many dashes. You know, people aren't really going to be all over that one. But the other one I liked was alistplanners.com. So let's see if that one is still available. It is? Okay. So let's see. Before I definitely purchase this domain, it's always good practice to do some additional keyword research. So I'm going to pause for a moment and bring up my own Majestic SEO account. Okay, so while I was paused, I actually looked up alistplanners.com in Open Site Explorer, which is free to use to get domain authority and some other metrics. And I found the domain authority was only 8. So that's kind of low. You know, I'm not going to consider something unless it's above 15. Otherwise, I may as well go with a new domain and establish it myself. So I looked at my other option here, abeventplanners.com, and fortunately that one was a lot better. It had a domain authority of 15, a page authority of 28. You see links going to the site. The links have pretty good domain authority as well. And then I also looked at it in Majestic, and as you can see, there's a trust flow, citation flow. You got some external backlinks, 25 different referring IPs. So a couple other things we want to look at is the link profile. I'm sorry, the anchor text. Let's see if these guys have bothered to brand. It looks like they have a good, their links have been spread out over time, which is good to see. That's their link profile, but let's take a look at their anchors. And these are very good anchors. You got, you know, generic anchor text. You got branding here, Above and Beyond Event Planners LLC. That's your branding. You know, it doesn't look like these are forced backlinks. They look natural from what I can tell. So I am more inclined to go for this domain name. But the last thing that you want to check is make sure that abeventplanners.com has not been de-indexed. So we look it up on Google and we see it's indexed, which is also a excellent indication. It has quite a few. Wow, it has a lot of pages indexed. So it looks like Sam has gone out and found me quite a great domain name to use.